Hey guys, and welcome back to One Piece episode 63. So at the end of the last episode, our crew was swallowed by a big bloody whale. As soon as they entered the Grand Line, they then happened across an old man living in the whale's stomach. The whale also had a lot of corridors and things made out of metal built inside it. It's a very strange whale. But the sad thing is, the whale was trying to... the reason the old man is living in the whale is because the whale's trying to get through the reverse mountain to get back to the crew that has captivated its heart, and it keeps bashing its wee head against Reverse Mountain to try and get through. And it's all very sad. But there was also two people that were trying to hunt the whale for its meat, which they weren't too happy about. And Luffy punched him because he wanted to, and that was pretty much the reason he gave, which is enough reason for me, in fairness. But before we get into episode 63, if you're one of the 60-something% who aren't already subscribed to the channel, then do hit the red subscribe button so you can be notified when the next video goes live. But without further ado, let's crack straight into One Piece, episode 63.
A promise between men. Luffy and the whale vow to meet again.
All who have seen Laboon ask the same questions. Why does he continually strike his body against the red line? Why does he keep howling at Reverse Mountain?
He wants to get back to his family.
And I will reveal to you Laboon's tragic story.
Uh-oh. Flashback! I had one of those in a while. Aw.
One fine sunny day, while I was fulfilling my duties as the lighthouse keeper, some good-natured pirates came down Reverse Mountain. They were followed by a baby whale, spry and chipper, whom I would soon come to know as the one and only Laboon.
Oh.
He is an island whale, one of the largest in the world. They are a rare species found only in the West Blue. Laboon had developed a bond with the pirates, traveling with them for much of their journey. But knowing the dangers of the Grand Line, the pirates chose to leave Laboon behind in the West Blue. But the stubborn little whale followed them anyway.
Aw, that's adorable.
Island whales are social animals and travel together in family groups. I suspect that Laboon had somehow come to feel that those pirates were his family. The wear and tear on the pirate ship was quite severe, so they stayed here for several months. In that time, I too was able to forge a close relationship with them.
Aw.
Thus, when the day of their departure finally arrived...
I have a favor to ask of you, my dear friend. Could you look after Laboon for a few years? When my men and I have completed our voyage around the world, we'll be back. Listen to me, Laboon. We're taking our ship to the end of the Grand Line. Until we return, I need you to wait for us here with Crocus. You can't come with us. It's too dangerous, even for a mighty whale like you. Don't worry, 3 years will pass by like a flash. And don't forget, no matter the distance, our friendship lasts forever.
Aw, that's adorable. But what happened? It's been longer than 3 years.
All right, men, we're setting sail. Hoist the anchor.
No, Laboon.
You have to wait for us here and mine Crocus, Laboon. Don't worry, we'll be back. I promise.
Aww. And he just got left.
That was 50 long years ago.
50 years? So Laboon has been waiting all this time for his friends to return?
No wonder he's upset. That kind of wait would drive anyone crazy.
Oh, Laboon.
This is some canal. Amazing this whale's still alive with a hole like this in his body.
I suppose you're responsible for this?
Just a doctor's playful mind.
Doctor?
That's right, legally certified. I also ran a clinic on the Cape once upon a time. Before that, I served as a ship's doctor.
Really? That's great! Then join us! We need a doctor!
Don't be ridiculous. I no longer have that kind of energy. Exploring the seas is a young man's burden.
What kind of a doctor hollows out the inside of a whale?
I know.
With a creature of this size, it's virtually impossible to treat it from the outside. Therefore, I devised a more drastic solution. Here's the exit.
It's pretty drastic, mate.
The sky!
That's insane. Just so you know. You made a massive door on the side of a whale.
What is it? Don't you think 50 years is a bit extreme? Those pirates sure know how to test someone's patience.
Idiot, don't you get it? This is the Grand Line. His friends are dead.
Probably.
That whale can wait forever. They won't be back.
Sad to say, but that's probably true. Back in the day when those guys traveled the Grand Line, it was an uncharted sea, 1,000 times more treacherous than it is now.
Why are you all being so pessimistic? You don't know that they're dead. They could still come back for them. Come on, have some sympathy, will you? I thought it was very touching. I mean, a whale still believing a promise his friends made despite all these years? That's a true bond, right, Pops?
Indeed. But the lesson here is that reality is cruel. Laboon's cohorts aren't dead. The truth is they abandoned their quest. I learned that they turned tail and left the Grand Line.
No.
Why abandon him like that?
You say they ran away from the Grand Line. Do you know if they made it through the Calm Belt alive?
I can't claim to know exactly what became of them, but I doubt they'll ever come back here again.
Oh.
Seasons, weather, currents, wind direction. On the Grand Line, these elements seem to defy the very laws of nature. Common sense is useless, and the terror of that fact can be quite overwhelming.
So if I've got this straight, what you're saying is these pirates were a bunch of cowards who cared more about saving their own asses than keeping a promise to a friend.
Yes.
Why would anyone abandon such a loyal creature?
That's not how we roll on the Straw Hat Pirates.
But if you've known all this, why haven't you told him? Laboon can obviously communicate with you. He seems to understand humans quite well for a whale.
I did tell him, down to the last miserable detail. I know this isn't what you want to hear, but it's the truth. Your friends left the Grand Line. The bond you shared with each other was real. Just as real as the promise they made to return for you one day.
How could you do that? How could you leave Laboon?
Face the facts. Those men are never coming back.
Yeah, I don't blame you, Laboon. I'd be pissed.
Laboon, please, I say this for your own good. They're not coming back. I understand that you don't want to accept it,
Uh-oh.
but you need to realize that this is how things are. Listen!
Uh-oh.
Laboon!
He's heartbroken.
That was the day that Laboon began to howl at Reverse Mountain. Soon after, he started slamming his body against the Red Line. It's as if he believes that wall is what keeps his friends away, and by breaking it, he can clear the path for their return.
Aww.
I admire his dedication.
Never gave up on him.
He refuses to believe me because then he'd have to admit that it's over. And that terrifies him more than anything. There's no way for him to go back to the West Blue, so what we have is a paradox of tragic proportions. Laboon is a lost soul dying to live with his friends, but won't stop killing himself to reach them.
Tragedy. Still, for all the grief those pirates put him through, they did the same to you by saddling you with their burden. I mean, you've done enough for Laboon. What about you?
The scars on his hide are deep. Those in his heart are even deeper.
Oh.
I'm all he's got. For years, he's battered himself while I've patched him up. A strange friendship, but it works.
What are you
That
doing?
idiot up to?
You gotta watch him every second.
We've been watching him. Look what happens.
Laura Range.
He's aware that that's
What?
our mast.
And now it's on top of a whale.
Why'd he do that? Hey, Luffy, stop tearing up the ship!
Why would you do that to the poor whale?
You ass! Luffy, stop!
What are you doing?
The boy! He's dead!
Oh, don't worry. It'll take way more than that to kill Luffy.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about Luffy. Worry about Laboon.
Gotcha.
Why are you beating up the frickin' whale?
your plan before you kill yourself?
It's a draw.
Aw.
I'm stronger than I look. But I have a feeling you knew that. I can always tell when someone's itching to fight. Well, if you want a battle, I'll gladly give you one. Your shipmates used to spar with you, didn't they? And you miss it. Well, I can rival anything they threw at you. Tell you what, after me and my friends travel the Grand Line, we'll come back here and find you. And then you better be ready for a rematch.
Luffy, you better keep your promise. I can't imagine a world where Luffy wouldn't keep his promise, though, to be fair.
Hey, not bad! Consider this a symbol of my promise to come do battle with you. Of course, it's a rush paint job, so you'll have to be careful and avoid hitting your head or you'll rub it off. Understand?
Oh my god. For an idiot, he's a genius. But why didn't you get Usopp to do it?
Oh, you mean those two weirdos? I guess they escaped. Must have happened when we were distracted by Laboon. I wonder who they were.
I think we'll find out in the future.
Miss Wednesday, what are we going to do now?
First, put some distance between us and these morons, then we report to the boss. Our time for completing this mission has long since run out.
I can hear the others now. They're probably already calling us traitors.
I know, but without our weapons, we've no choice but to go back to the office and start over.
And this time, no one will stop us.
We'll see about that.
Oh no, I couldn't have.
What is it?
It's...
What?
What is that?
What's this thing?
What I said.
Lost the log pose!
I don't know. I must have dropped it somewhere. But we're not going anywhere without it.
How awful!
No, this can't be happening.
What?
It's...
Oh no!
the Unluckies!
We're out of time!
What the...
13!
It's Friday!
Don't be hasty. Please, we can explain.
We'll check in with boss immediately!
Mr. 13 and Miss Friday. And that's Mr. 9 and Miss Wednesday. I don't understand.
Okay then, I finally have some peace and quiet so I can work on a plan for the Grand Line journey.
I don't think I forgot about you.
A fish.
Bluefin tuna.
Sakana.
That's my life. If he breaks it, then I put it back together.
Oh.
Hey, get off your lazy butt and give me a hand. This ship isn't gonna fix itself, you know.
You mind? Keep it down.
Is there some problem, my dearest Nami? If it's food you're worried about, say no more.
You idiots! The compass is broken! The needle just spins! It won't stop!
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting dizzy.
Whoa, this is cool.
It is sadly apparent that none of you possess the slightest knowledge about how things work here. Did you all come here to die?
No spoilers.
Great spread.
It's for everyone.
There is nothing wrong with your compass. The Grand Line has little regard for the rules of the sea. Common sense is useless in this place.
The needle, why does it spin?
Because we are surrounded by a powerful magnetic field. The islands here are riddled with magnetic minerals which cause all sorts of abnormalities.
Interesting.
So the winds and currents lack constancy in their patterns. As a navigator, I'm sure you can appreciate this dilemma.
So then, if we don't have a way to tell direction, this whole trip is hopeless.
Oh, Luffy.
We're screwed!
Hey, you're the navigator, so navigate us out of here.
This is delicious. You ought to try some.
Would all of you just shut up for 5 seconds so I can figure this out?
This nose of the elephant tuna is my favorite part. Tasty.
If you have any hope of navigating the Grand Line, you're going to need a log pose to guide you.
Log pose? I've never heard of it.
It's a specially designed compass that can record levels of magnetism.
Is it strange looking?
Why, yes, it does have an odd shape.
Something like this?
Yes, exactly. Only a fool courting disaster would attempt to travel the Grand Line without one.
Understood. Excuse me for 1 second. So, why didn't you tell me you had one of those log things?
He didn't know what it was, leave him alone.
Those two weirdos must have dropped it when they escaped.
Did they?
Why'd you hit me?
Felt like it.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense.
Huh, but there isn't a dial face on this thing.
You don't need one. It's a special brand of magnetism that runs through the Grand Line Islands, complete with its own set of rules that makes it possible to get around.
Makes sense.
By recording the level of magnetism between two islands, you can chart a route from one island to the next. The log pose method is really the only choice, since the magnetism here presents huge problems for conventional navigation. As it turns out, Reverse Mountain is a great starting point. It produces 7 levels of magnetism, but it doesn't matter which one you choose to start with. Eventually, all of them will pull against each other and form one route. And the island at the end of that route is Raftel, the last and most mysterious in the Grand Line. Its very existence was confirmed by the King of the Pirates, the only known person to have traveled the Grand Line in its entirety.
Raftel.
That's where the One Piece is.
That's the most prominent theory, but no one's been able to set foot on Raftel Island since.
Don't worry, we'll know soon enough. Well, I'm satisfied. You guys ready to go?
I told you that was for all of us! He even ate the bones.
A log pose. We have to take special care of this. It's the key to finding the greatest treasure of all time.
You greedy bottomless pit, you ate the meal I made for Nami! Well, I hope you left room for your dessert!
Poor Luffy's getting his ass kicked. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, why is everyone
You never
hitting
think of
me?
anyone but yourself. and-
Sanji?
Yes?
You're getting punched in the face.
Get out of my sight before I wring your neck!
Oh, Luffy can't swim.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the log pose work better when it's not broken?
Oh no, our log pose is ruined.
Calm yourselves. I will give you my own, as a
Oh.
thank you for helping Laboon.
Oh. Laboon saved Luffy.
Oh, good, I'm not dead.
Hello, dear lady. Allow me to help you to your
For God's
feet.
sake, Sanjay!
Nice day, don't you? Hey, we need a favor.
Whiskey Peak. Huh, that's a funny name.
So, what is it? That's where we live. Sir.
How are you stranded? Where's your ship?
Well, it was destroyed.
Asking us for a ride is pushing it, Mr. Nine, especially after you tried to kill the whale.
I know.
What are you supposed to be? I am a king.
Huh?
You're lying!
No, please.
We can't say.
She's right. You have to believe us. Our only motive here is getting home. We'd tell you everything if we could. It's just that...
Mystery is our company's motto.
You see, we have to be mysterious. It's sort of a rule.
It's Team Rocket.
Please, we're begging you, show some mercy.
Don't do it. These two fools are dishonest to the core. They can't be trusted.
Listen, I should mention that our log pose was broken and we don't have another one, so still want to ride with us?
What? You broke it? That was mine! Those aren't cheap, you know!
You're stuck here too? How long are you gonna make us back before you bother to tell us?
Oh, sorry. I forgot. Crocus gave us his log pose, so...
Oh, please have pity on us! That lousy bitch, she tricked us.
It's fine. You can ride with us.
Why?
You said your home is called Whiskey Peak? Let's go there.
Why? These two are obviously some pretty shady characters. Why would we take them anywhere?
I know, Luffy.
Don't sweat the small stuff. We'll be all right.
Choose your route carefully. Once you head out from here, you'll be committed to that course.
That's okay. If we don't like it, we'll try a different route next time.
I see.
Okay.
You're a nutter, Luffy.
Now that me and Laboon have an understanding, I can leave with a clear conscience.
Just who
Aw.
on earth do you think you are, anyway?
What's that? Me? Oh, I'm the man who'll be king of the pirates.
Yeah, he is.
Not too bright, this one.
Should be good to go. The log pose has had plenty of time to store the route. The needle should be pointing in the same direction as the map.
It's pointing directly to Whiskey Peak.
See you, Pops. Thanks again for the log pose. Take care.
Have a safe trip, my boy.
I'm off, Laboon. Be ready to fight when I get back.
Bye, Laboon. Stop hurting yourself, please.
Next up, Whiskey Peak. Ready, gang? Let's set sail.
Bye, Laboon. I like that story.
Luffy and his exuberant crew could be the very pirates we've been waiting for. That young captain sure has a way about him. It's uncanny, really. Wouldn't you agree, Roger?
Excuse me? Who's Roger? Is it the alien from American Dad? Or could it be Gold Roger? Nobody knows! Well, I mean, we could know, but we'd have to watch the next episode. But unfortunately, we've got no more time in this one, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Studio, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.